This is a video about the recent Age of Sigmar death match with Eltharion as a winner, and a discussion of the question, can Eltharion kill off anyone? Hello, this is 60 Goblins and 1 Brush with a video about the Light of Eltharion and the recent death match which he won and how dangerous Eltharion is. Can he just kill off anyone? Or what was the matter with this death match? Actually, there were two death matches, one hero on a mounted monster, and Gordrak killed them all, which is probable. Gordrak is one of the strongest characters in the whole game, and he should be because he's the avatar of Gorka. But what about the Light of Eltharion? Eltharion costs 220 points. He has amazing attacks and astounding defense. In the first round, Eltharion wins against the Ogre Tyrant, who costs 160 points. The Ogre Tyrant is very tough, but 160 points is much less than 220. In the next round, he wins against the Ogroid Myrmidon, who costs 140 points. But now the interesting thing is, in the semi-final, he wins against a Dankhold Trog boss. A Dankhold Trog costs 220 and a Dankhold Trog boss 300. Actually, I think most of the Beasts of Chaos and Gloomspite Kids characters, including the trolls, are too expensive, so that will probably need to be changed in the General's Handbook 220. All of these characters that Eltharion fought here were very aggressive and cannot deal with such heavily armored enemies. But to defeat a Dankhold Trog boss, that's already quite something. Although the disadvantage, of course, of the Trog boss is the damage is d6, so you can roll very low damage, and Eltharion halves all damage. In the final, Eltharion wins against Karkadrak, who previously won his fights against Karkadrak the Loon King, Guthrod Spume, and the Dark Oath War Queen. But actually the best thing about Karkadrak is that he can summon a pack of flesh hounds. I somehow doubt they did this. Otherwise, Karkadrak is not that much of a threat. Without his summoning, Karkadrak is probably not worth his 140 points. So all opponents except the Dankhold Trog boss were around 140 points. Only the Dankhold Trog boss was more expensive than Eltharion, and there was no opponent which cost exactly as much. For example, the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak, the Achillean King, the Ossiarch Bone Reaper Liege Lord, a Tree Lord, Lady Olinda, Kurdos Valentian. So this makes me wonder a little bit if this was a real deathmatch like the mounted one, or more of a PR stunt. I personally like these death matches, and I do them myself sometimes when I'm bored or want to try out different units against each other. But of course I choose units with the same points. So definitely Eltharion is very powerful, probably OP for this price. But I don't really see the advantage of pitting him against unequal enemies. That said, it is impressive that he defeated the Dankhold Trog boss. But it is super important who strikes first. If I do these death matches for myself or with a friend, we try it both ways. First A attacks and B strikes second, and then the other way around, so that we can see if it's only the first attack which makes the big difference, or it's really the strength of the character. The thing is that Eltharion halves damage immediately, while the Dankhold Trog boss needs his hero phase to heal. And the Crushing Grip is also only useful against a 7 wounds character in the second combat round. Otherwise, the Trog boss is also more of a buffing character for other units around. So once the rules are out, all the rules, the whole complete War Scroll of Eltharion, I want to make a test. Him fight against the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak, the Liege Lord, and the Achillean King. That's more his level of expertise. What do you think? Write it in the comments. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and see you soon. Hit the bell button. I'm really also looking forward to paint the Light of Eltharion.